The moves that we're going to be practicing today are based on Krav Maga, which is an Israeli self-defense system. So all of these moves are really self-defense focused, but they have a huge fitness component because every time that you need to use your body to defend yourself, you have to use your whole body, your legs, your hips, your core, everything. So these moves are based on Israeli Krav Maga, and we apply them in a fitness context today. So go ahead and get into your stance. Your left leg is forward and your right leg is back, and all 10 toes are pointing forward, feet are nice and wide. Knees are bent, and take your back heel off of the ground, and take your hands up in front of your face, a little bit away from your face. Chin is tucked and shoulders are up, like a little mean, so you get into character. Exactly, so this is your basic stance. And you're gonna send your right fist into your armpit, elbow up parallel to the floor, and you're gonna rotate your elbow forward, pivoting with the back foot in a parallel plane, and then come all the way back again. So you're gonna send it through and then back. Absolutely, but bring it up a little bit higher so it's parallel to the floor. Exactly. As soon as you're done bringing it back, you're going to send that knee forward, taking your heel close to your butt, toes point down, and sending that hip forward all the way. Keep your hands up in front of your face.
Okay, so... Right?
Yep, and then send the knee. Awesome. One more time. Elbow and then knee. Good. So now we're going to take its pads.
Okay.
And you're going to face me. Don't hit me. You're going to send the elbow to the pad, and then I'm going to hold like this, and you're going to send the knee as well. Okay? So in your fighting stance, facing me.
So I'm doing basically that whole sequence again here?
Sequence. Okay. Exactly. So you're going to send the elbow to the pad. Nice, and knee. Perfect. Elbow, knee. Excellent. Elbow, knee. And make sure that elbow goes straight in and it doesn't skim across at
Okay.
all. Yep. One more. Awesome.
Cool.
Really good. Feel good?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to do the ground position then.
Okay.
So go ahead and you can sit right up here, and then I'll be behind you. And lie down facing on your left hip with your left elbow and forearm on the ground. Exactly. And your base foot is tucked in all the way.
Okay.
Good. And your top knee is pointing up with your toes pointing up and your foot flexed. Lots of tension there.
Okay.
Exactly. Top hand is up in front of your face as always to protect yourself. And when somebody comes in close to you, you can send a kick to get them away by reaching your hips all the way up and forward in that direction, extending the leg out and leading with the heel, and then recoil right back to that position. So you're going to do the whole thing kind of explosively, making sure that your hips come all the way up and forward. So if I present the pad to you, you're probably going to knock me over now. Make sure you hit the pad. Exactly, but make sure you hit with your heel and not the ball of your foot. Yep, exactly.
On the ground here.
One more.
Could someone try to come at me in like a softer place, like on the beach maybe? This hurts. Okay.
One more. Nice. Really good. Really good. All right.
What's next?
So next is a really, really good fitness drill. It's the sprawl. And sprawl is actually a defensive move if somebody's trying to take your legs out from underneath you and get you down on the ground, like tackling you. And you can basically kick your feet back so they can't grab your legs. Okay, and you can send strikes from there as well. But we're actually not going to do that. We're going to do a fitness move. Okay. So palms go down on the ground, bend your legs, and you're going to kick your feet out and back all the way, nice and wide. The balls of your feet are on the ground, back is arched, and chin is up. Now you send your hips up to the ceiling as explosively as you can, and bring your feet back. Stand up. Exactly.
So now, okay, so show me what, if someone was coming at me to do that, why I would do this.
Well, I mean, if you couldn't step back and kick them or step back and punch them, if somebody's in a little bit tighter and coming down and reaching for your legs, this is something that you could do. And in fact, you're not, if it was with somebody, you wouldn't be putting your hands on the floor, you'd be putting your hands on them and using them as your floor to kick your feet back and away from you, basically pancaking them on the floor.
So it's like I'm coming at your legs.
Right, and I'm here, and I'm taking you down, and I'm jumping my feet back explosively.
Gotcha, so it's not necessarily you'll be coming onto the floor like that in that position.
Right, practice it on the floor.
Okay, gotcha.
And it's really good for your fitness. So you would do the whole thing in one movement and then stand back up again.
Yeah, and it's a great workout because it's good for your core too. Like you're squeezing everything up.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. And your shoulders. And then to go one step further, you can make it even harder by adding a jump. So go ahead and do your sprawl and then add a tuck jump onto that.
Ooh, you do that really well. Let's see. Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah?
Like that. Exactly.
Okay, cool.
Exactly. Really good. Really good. Now we're going to be practicing sending strikes down towards somebody. You're gonna take a pad, and if you don't have a pad just like this, you can always use a pillow, of course. You're gonna straddle it, toes are pointing out at a 45-degree angle. Weight is in your heels, send your hips back all the way so you're coming into a deep squat and your chest is nice and tall. From here, I'm gonna be sending punches straight down, making sure that I make impact with my first 2 knuckles, and keeping my forearm and my wrist completely straight and tense when I make impact, so I'm not bending my wrist at all. Okay?
And this is if you've gotten someone on the ground, you gotta give them that last, like, hoorah.
Exactly, exactly. And all I'm doing is staying nice and low, and I'm sending punches, nice and hard, straight down, other hand comes right back to my face.
Okay. So,
Keep your hips nice and low.
like that?
Yep. Awesome. Just like that.
Die, mosquito!
Perfect.